I don't know what day it is. I think I just screwed it up. But on the road to Ironman Louisville, I'm Mike with Crushing Iron Podcast, the co-host, affectionately known as the Color Man. And today, I threw some color down, man. As my training continues for Ironman Louisville, I dropped in an Olympic today just to kind of see where I was at, and I was at where I thought I was at. I was who I thought I was. What is that from? Oh, that's the Minnesota Viking coach. Um, yeah, so it was downtown Nashville. I expected a tough swim, challenging bike, and a hot run. I got most of it. The I swear, it was actually pretty close to being wetsuit legal, which would have changed my whole day. I I, I am so up and down in the swim. I just can't figure it out. I don't know. Anyway, so I rode my bike over to the race, which is 7 miles. I loaded up my backpack and all my water bottles, and it's actually kind of cool. I got a little bit of a late start. I mean, I was up super early, like 4:40. Wait, yeah, 4:45, and I left the house at like 5:35, and it's a little further than I thought. And transition closes at 6:30, so I had to hump a little bit on the bike to get there with some time to because I've been locked out of transition before, and that's a path I don't want to go down anymore. But I got there, and it was still a little bit hectic with 15 to 20 minutes getting your stuff lined up, making sure everything's in order and everything, and then going down to the swim start. And of course, I forgot my swim skin in the bag because I was worried about other crap. And then I was out of transition, and I didn't have Body Glide with me, and that didn't cause a problem, thankfully, because these C26 kits are pretty sweet. It was about probably 70. My guess is it was at 78 degrees max. It wasn't cold, but it was comfortable. And how they have their swim is it goes upstream for 500 yards or so. It seemed like a little bit further. I thought I was swimming right to this bridge, but it was about 200 yards even past the bridge. So it was kind of the current wasn't that strong, honestly. I didn't really think because I could tell as I got closer to the buoy for sure that it wasn't having a big impact. But then what they did is they cut you all the way across to the other side. So we stayed close to the shoreline on the way up, and then they angled us down to the other shoreline across the whole river. So we're swimming with like maybe 20 uh, yards off the shore, and you got to stay to the left of these buoys on the way down. So we had to stay in between the shoreline and the buoy, and so I guess long story short is I felt like there wasn't any real current issues one way or the other. And so what happened to me was I was going pretty decent. I was okay up the buoy, across the water, and then I just sort of started losing it. Ran out of gas about, I don't know, about 400 meters away or something like that. And I just slowed down immensely and started, you lose your form and all that stuff goes to hell. So that's basically what happened, and it was a little challenging the last 200 yards or so. I could see the people from I did the Olympic, and the people from the sprint were starting to finish. So there was a bunch of people kind of funneling into the exit, and no excuses. I I promised a podium if I can get my swim under 28 minutes, and my swim came out at 35, which is pretty bad. I was not happy with that, but I knew it was slow. I got to really work on my body position or something. I think that's my thing, is that I'm just like, and but I think the only race I have left is wetsuit, and I'm pretty solid in a wetsuit. I don't know if my body type or back or I just have trouble keeping my core engaged or whatever the thing is. But I'm going to try and learn on that, and I really just want to get comfortable. I wasn't uncomfortable going in the water today, but it just maybe I just didn't have enough fitness, and that's something I learned. So let's say that I learned my swim fitness isn't there. I have been debating Ohio next weekend of the half, and about 400 yards out from, well, 400 yards from the swim exit is when I made my decision that I will not be doing Ohio. I'm not in the mood for that right now. So anyway, no problems. There's a hill, pretty big hill you got to climb to get up to the transition, and got on the bike, no problem. Got out there and had a really nice bike. It's a hilly. There's long climbs, long slow climbs, and then there's long fast downhills. But all in all, it's pretty windy, and I wouldn't call it like uber fast course, but some people put some pretty big times, not huge, but some of the faster guys were doing 23 and a half or something like that. And I felt solid on the bike. I stayed in the big gear most of the time and was really cranking, and I didn't feel like I overextended too hard, and ended up doing, I think, like 21 and a half miles an hour average for 27 miles or something like that. So I had a pretty solid bike. That's about what I thought it was going to be. And got up and started running, and my run just felt really good. I'd been doing a lot of slow running, but this last week or so, I've been kind of inching it up a little bit just to see how it feels. And I pretty much went out around 9-minute pace, even though I've been doing a lot of 10-minute pace running, but I felt really strong at 9 minutes. And it's a two 5K loops. So I would say towards the towards the end of that first 5K, I was well into the 8-minute pace area, maybe like 8:30 for a while. And then as I came on a third loop, I just kind of was like, all right, let's just see what's up. I didn't want to like go into deep breath mode, like, catching my breath, but I picked up the effort a little bit and started running pretty well. And I was right around 8-minute pace, and all the way out to this turnaround. And then on the way back, I tried to see what I could do in the last mile and a half, and I was down in the 740 range. So that was cool. And it felt good. I wasn't breathing like super hard either. So, and I pretty well held, 7 something towards the end. And my overall pace was, I think, 8:10. And I missed the podium by 1 slot. I got 4th in my age group. It's interesting to note that I would have had a podium in the age group above me, and I think I was like 2 minutes back from the podium. So if my swim would have been even 30, I would have easily been on the podium. So again, I thought I was right where I was at. So I'm pretty happy with how I feel about the bike and the run. It's just the swim, but I got time. I got time to do it. So I've learned that I think I'm doing a lot of the right things on the bike and run, and I just need to swim more. So it was overall, I was pretty happy with the day. Weather was pretty good. It didn't get hot on the run until the second loop when the sun came out, but it even wasn't that bad. I've been running in midday. So anyway, if you let's see, I guess that's it. So tomorrow, I guess I'm just thinking maybe a little swim, a little recovery swim tomorrow, and then Monday's back at it. I'm going to Louisville. I'm gonna go balls to the walls, and I'm in a good place with that. So, hey, thanks, Phil. Phil says, "Good race, buddy." I appreciate that. I wish you could have been here for me, man. That was kind of a bummer. But I will see you soon. I'm excited. We're leaving Thursday for Ohio. As I said, I will not be racing, but I will be making memories with my video camera. And we have a lot of people up there. Anything else going on in the Crushing Iron world? We'll have a new podcast Monday, and I'm sure we'll discuss this race in a little more detail. With that, I hope you're having a great Saturday. It is now 4:42 in Nashville, and I have no idea what I'm going to do tonight, if anything, but I hope you have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.